Hey, 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 everybody, good morning, and welcome back to where the magic happens, here at Wormwizardcastings in Pelion, South Carolina. Y'all, this is a fantabulous Saturday the Lord has given us. It's a beautiful day. It's a little after 9 here in Pelion, 9 a.m. that is. And y'all, it's just a beautiful day. It's 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And y'all, last night, or yesterday afternoon, we broke our dry spell, and a fella named Al from Belrose, New York, purchased some fishing red wigglers, or he purchased some fishing worms from us. He's going saltwater fishing with them, and that'll be the first time we ever had a customer say they were going to go fishing in the saltwater with them before. So I'm excited to hear how they do. Hopefully he's gonna let us know if they do well. And y'all, I just want to give a shout out to Al. Again, up in Belrose, New York. Al, we appreciate the support, brother. Monday morning, I'm going to get your order packaged up, dug and fresh, packaged up. And that's when I'll add old Al to the map over there. Monday morning when I fill the order. But I don't want to do it today because I don't want it sitting over the post office on a Sunday anywhere. It'd be better if it's dug fresh Monday morning. Anyhow, Aries is out here with me. Hey, Aries. Say hey to everybody out there in YouTube land. No? Okay, well. Anyhow, let's get into it, y'all. Let's see what the worm wizards are doing today. This will be the second day in a row of us experimenting with propping the lids open. That's about how much we got them propped open there. All right, y'all. Oh, y'all. And before we get started, I need to ask each and every one of y'all for a big favor. Now, guys. This is a big ask. This is a big favor. So I'll totally understand if some of y'all can't do this, because it's going to take a lot of energy, an extraordinary amount of energy. You're going to have to exert an extraordinary amount of energy. I just need y'all to go over there and click on that like button, and go over there and click that subscribe button if you hadn't already. All right, I know. It's going to take a lot of effort. You're going to probably have to do some moving, maybe some clicking or moving with a mouse. You might even have to move your hand and touch a screen. But hey, if you're willing to exert that amount of force and that amount of effort, I would greatly appreciate it, and I would thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, now I'll understand if you can't do it. I'll understand. I totally understand. This is an extraordinary favor I'm asking. So if you guys can't do it, I understand. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into it. And let's see how the worm wizards are doing today. All right, now, if y'all exerted all that energy, you might want to sit back and relax for a little bit and catch your breath after exerting all that energy and clicking that like button and that subscribe button. All right, now y'all just relax, sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Well, it's dry. What can I say? It is much drier. There's no sign of any activity on the sides of the bin or the lid. So if the goal was to eliminate the activity, mission accomplished. We did it. All right, now look, when I pull back the cardboard's kind of dry, but look, worms are right at the surface. So it's not so dry that the worms won't come all the way to the surface. Let me zoom in before they all get away. So they were still underneath that cardboard, right at the on top of the surface. I didn't dig in here or nothing. So, to me, that tells me it's plenty moist enough still if they're coming all the way to the surface. If it was dry, really dry, they would be diving deeper into the bin to try to get at that last bit of moisture that's collecting because of gravity down near the bottom of the bin. And so, that's good. That's good. Now, let me see here. Now, of course, now that I'm propping open these bins, we have now solved the issue of the worms climbing and crawling on the edges and on the lids. But now, of course, we're going to have an issue, most likely, with the bin drying out faster. So I might have to get some water in my sprayer and spray the bed in more often. I don't know. It's still pretty moist to the touch. Let me look at the rest of them. We'll get a better idea of what we're looking at. Let's see. I got to get used to opening the bins like this. I'll zoom in a little bit before I flip it all back. Okay. Again, cardboard's pretty dry. We got some of those red mites right there on that chicken feed. And the worms seem to be, of course, attracted to the chicken feed. If you scrape back the bed in a little bit, they're right there. See right there? Yep. And it feels nice and moist. If you pick up the bedding dough and give it a squeeze, let me zoom in there. Give it a squeeze. There's no moisture coming from it, but look, it still clumps. See, watch. Squeeze it. It clumps. See, it clumps. But then when you roll it, it falls apart. So that's pretty good. It's not too dry. And it's obviously not too wet because you can squeeze it. No excess moisture is coming out. See? And it clumps. But then when you roll it, it easily falls back apart. So I would say that looks pretty good. Drop it in the comments below what you think, guys. I think that's looking all right. All right, let's see here. Zoom in here so we can get the look at them when I pull it back. Yeah, I'd say this is working so far. And this cardboard laid over the top is retaining the moisture near the food and the surface right where we need it. So it's not drying out too fast. Again, I'll just take some of this over in the corner that was not covered up by the cardboard. All right, I'll try not to get so many worms. I don't want to squeeze them all to death. Now I'll squeeze it. Watch. All right. And there's no moisture running out of my hand. It clumps, but then when you roll it, well, it kind of falls apart. It's not too wet, is what I'm trying to get at. And it's not too dry, because it'll clump when you squeeze it. If it was too dry, it wouldn't clump when you squeezed it. I wouldn't think. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Gnome, how's it going today, buddy? You doing all right? Yes, Lucas. Doing fine. Mr. Gnome. What y'all think about Mr. Gnome? Y'all drop it in the comments. Any of y'all out there collect gnomes? You know, I thought about becoming one of those eccentric old men that collect gnomes. What y'all think about that? Does that sound like a decent hobby? You know, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy in your neighborhood when you drive by his house and you look out in his yard and he's got like an army of gnomes, or like foxholes dug all over his yard with gnomes and little trenches. It looks like a reenactment from World War I or something, with yard gnomes everywhere. I don't know. It'd be crazy. That'd be kind of weird. Maybe I wouldn't go all out like that, because you'd have to, you know, I don't know. I guess that's just weird. That's just weird. Never mind. What would y'all think about that? If y'all drove by someone's house and saw a whole bunch of yard gnomes like that in the yard. Why am I doing that? I still ain't seen what the temperature is. Let's see. I'm getting off topic thinking about yard gnomes. Looks like we're bumping about 78. Wait. Yeah, 78? Yeah. Sorry about shaking the camera, you guys. Yep, 78 on the bin. So we got an uptick in the temperature of the bin, y'all. We're going to keep an eye on that. So far, so good, though. It looks like to me. I don't see any issues. What about y'all? What y'all think? Well, hey, while I'm thinking about it, you guys know, I just said we broke our dry spell. We sold some fishing worms, and I'm going to fill that order first thing Monday morning. So, hey, while we're on the topic, guys, if anybody else wants to go ahead and make some worm orders this weekend, you already know, I'll be in the shed Monday morning digging worms. So if anybody's looking to get some rib wigglers, if you purchase them today or tomorrow, this day is Saturday, push them today or tomorrow, I'll dig them first thing Monday morning and get them out to you. Just a friendly reminder. And if anybody needs to know, the link's in the description of these videos. It'll take you, if you click it, it'll take you to our eBay store. Y'all, that'd be a great way to support us and the channel. Or you could exert that extraordinary amount of extra energy, and you could click on that subscribe button and click on the like button and give us a thumbs up. Maybe share it with a friend. I know that's a big ask, because that takes such an extraordinary amount of energy you would have to expend to do something like that. So I would understand if you couldn't do that. But that'll help a lot. And it's free. Don't cost you nothing, y'all. I sure would appreciate it. The Worm Wizard would appreciate it. Well, y'all, it looks like we got chicken feed still left in all the bins, it looks like to me. So we're going to skip the chicken feed feeding today. This here might, you know what, I might sprinkle just a tiny little bit in that one, because it ain't got hardly none in it. But the rest of them, nah, don't need to feed the other ones. They got plenty still. Again, more of the same. The bins are good and dry. No more climbing on the lids and on the walls. What do y'all think? Does that make for less entertaining video content? I'm starting to think it does. It's a little boring to open these bins and not see any worms, isn't it? Just asking, you know, just my thoughts. Does that bother y'all? Let me know in the comments below. Does it bother y'all that y'all don't see the worms when I open the lids anymore like we used to? Although, you know, now they're down in the bedding and down in the bin doing what they're meant to be doing. Composting and eating and making us lots of cocoons and lots of beautiful fertilizer for our garden. They can't do that if they up on the sides and on the lids, I don't reckon. What y'all think? Yes, sir. Yeah, you got to be at work. You got to be at work to work, don't you? So their workplace, their office building is this bin in this bedding. So they got to get down in here if they're going to go to work. Look at there. Look at all these worms. And the bedding's pretty cool to the touch. Even though that thermometer over there says that the temperature rose by about 2 degrees or so, the bedding still feels pretty cool to the touch to me. Oh, there's some nice ones in there. Let me zoom in there. Look at that one. That's a nice one right there. Look at there. Woo! That one's hook worthy right there. Hook worthy. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They looking good. A couple more hook-worthy ones. Let's see if I can get him to wiggle around there. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. This is my favorite part of the video, when I finally get to get my hands dirty. The moisture level feels almost perfect in this bedding. But I think, I'm not sure though, we'll see. I bet though, another day, another night of the bins being propped open, and I bet tomorrow I'll need to add some moisture in the form of either some molasses mixed with a gallon of water, or either just straight water. I'm not sure yet. But I anticipate I'm going to need to add some moisture to it tomorrow if I don't do nothing else. Now, if I close the lids, I probably won't have to add no moisture, no water. Normally, I don't. See, that's kind of the interesting, that's one of the things I like about the Hunger Bin, is when you got the lids closed on them, the thing stays really nice and moist. And then all you have to do is recycle the leachate pan back over the top, every day, every other day, and leave the lids down, and it stays pretty moist. But, as we're observing now, 2 days now, it's been propped open. The lid's been propped open, and so far it's drying out pretty quick, but not so fast. The bedding's staying moist, so that's good. I think it might have something to do. The cardboard's helping retain that moisture too. Of course. Ooh, there's a good handful of them there. Lots of little ones. Zoomed in there. Let's get under this Mr. Gnome over here. Is there anything in the corner over here? Mr. Gnome, excuse me. Nope, just feels like a lot of nice... Well, there's some worms in there. But just feels like some nice mushroom compost. No fat ones. Okay. They're probably over here. Sorry, Mr. Gnome. Yeah. Zoomed in too far. Sorry, guys. Woo, that's a hook-worthy one right there. Oh, yeah. They're looking pretty good. Yes, sir. I'm going to dig right in the middle, right there. That's where that food was concentrated. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh. Look at that, y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think about that? Black gold, y'all. Black gold. Oh, gold. Gold reminds me of silver. And silver reminds me, don't forget, y'all, when we get to 2,500 subscribers, I'm giving away 2 American Silver Eagles. That's right, y'all. 2 troy ounces of silver, fine silver, is going to one of you lucky viewers. It's even going to be open to international viewers. And all we got to do is get our subscriber count up to 2,500. And y'all, we're already at 2,055, I believe. So we got less than 500 to go. I think it's 445, if I'm doing my math right. And y'all, I'm trying to get there by July the 4th. I need 445 more subscribers, y'all. Do you think we can get there? If we can get there, y'all, I might even, I'm thinking in my mind. I'm giving away 2 ounces of silver at 2,500 subscribers, okay? If we can get to 2,500 subscribers by or before July the 4th of this summer, 2025, then I'm going to up the giveaway. I haven't decided what I'm going to add to the giveaway yet, but we're definitely giving away 2 American Silver Eagles. And if we meet that stretch goal of getting to 2,500 subscribers by July the 4th, I'm going to add something extra to the giveaway. I hadn't decided what it's going to be yet. Drop it in the comments below. Should we add more silver to the giveaway? Should we add worms to the giveaway? So it'd be worms and silver? Or should we give the person the option of taking more worms and less silver? Or, drop it in the comments below what you think. But we're giving away 2 ounces of silver, American Silver Eagles, when we get to 2,500 subscribers. And if we meet that goal by or before July 4th, I'm going to up the ante and I'm going to up the giveaway to something else. Y'all drop it in the comments below what you'd like to see it up to, or what you'd like to see added to it. Well, y'all, if you made it this far and you listen to all this ranting, God bless you. You know I appreciate it. And y'all come on back now. You hear?